Hello. Back on that dating channel. That's right. I'm on the other channel using StreamYard. Now, the problem with StreamYard is I won't be able to have access to any of the soundboard stuff. But what I wanted to do is give you guys an opportunity to call in. And that's where the trade-off is. Like if you guys want the sound effects and all the crazy stuff, I got to use software. But if you want to call in, we can use Streamlabs. I highly encourage you guys to say hi, hello, and all that stuff just to be able to get your comments and concerns. I've made the show more of an inclusive thing to get the content kind of switched up. Today, I'm going to talk about rules for thee, but not for me. In my dating ventures, I've come across some women that have done some really, really shady shit in the past. But then when you say that you've done, let's say, similar things, what they do is they say, well, I'm not going to accept that. But then when you actually find out what they've done in the past, like say cheat on their husband, and then if you, for whatever reason, have done something that's not as severe, but let's say something that they disapprove of, even though you know and you have the evidence that they've told you that, hey, I've done some really shady shit in the past, they gloss that over. They gloss over that whole situation and then all of a sudden judge you when it comes time to make fun of the fact that you, let's say, I don't know, let's say you went on 2 dates in one day and you admit it to the girl. Oh, that's gross. Bitch, you cheated on your husband and caused a divorce. Like, how is that even close? Like, it's not even close. How dare you even say some crazy shit like that? So we'll talk to the people here. We'll talk about those situations, rules for thee, not for me. If you've come across certain things like that, where you've dated a girl that has done some shady shit in the past, or you've dated a thought all of a sudden didn't want to give up the poom poom, and you're like, why aren't you willing to suck the bitch off? You were doing it way back then. Now you're trying to be the Virgin Mary. Unbelievable. Joe Swish is in the house. JD Swag a couple of times have bolted on. Zach B, I'm hung so low. Joe Swish again. Matt 2011 GT says, oh, sorry. What he says, how are you enjoying YouTube, Alex? I love that. 313 Mike, half bolted on. Zach B, me. And again, right here is where you can copy. I don't know if I can pin this certain chat, but you copy this and on your phone, it'll ask you to type in your name. And then when I get to you with your question, comment, and concern, be ready so that I can say hi. We can talk some shit for a little bit. Joe Swish, half bolted on. Zach B, Elijah's at 50. Joe Swish, Grant Wilburn. Winburn. Joe Swish again, half bolted on. 4.6, Chris, Zach B, Omar X, Jared Wells. Jared Wells, bro, we got to have a conversation with you. What is going on with Jared Wells, man, bro? He's not taking these teachings seriously. Leave it to Beaner, bitch. You're tuning in from the honeymoon. Congratulations on being married. Just waiting to hit the international waters so me and the missus can go back to drinking again. James Williams, what's up, brother? You're getting divorced. Well, I don't know if that's a celebration. What caused the divorce? Maybe we could talk about it. Potential Indian scammer. Joe Swiss, James Williams again, Bryson Witt, the resident POF expert, Eminem, Frankie, Jared Wells. I know, in the clouds. I mean, you're in the clouds. Okay, so I've come across situations where, and it usually used to fall apart when I would give them access to my YouTube channel. That usually is when they would fall apart. They would say some crazy shit like, "Oh, you swear a lot, Alex, and I don't really appreciate the potty mouth. I have children and I don't want you to be a bad influence to, my kids. So I really don't think that, I don't think that we'd be a good match." But they do that after I found out that, because I always ask, guys, you guys got to do the vetting when it comes to women. Okay. You really have to do the vetting. Ask everything, because the last thing you want to do is be the guy that's given flowers to a girl that has had 15 bodies or cheated on her man ever. To me, that's inexcusable. If you ever cheated on your man as a woman, there is something seriously fucked up in your situation. And I start asking, what's your relationship like with your father? Because a woman that goes, instead of just leaving the guy, just leave the guy, because this is how women think. I'm going to cheat on him so that we get divorced. Why? So you're going to cheat on him so that you feel you got one over on him. Meanwhile, the kids are now out their father. And I'm blown away that women think that that is justifiable. And that's why we have such a huge disconnect with the communication methods of men and women. They'll say something like, well, I wasn't happy. Like, this is how they start the conversation. Well, first of all, I wasn't happy. So what I ended up doing was, so that I could feel better, is I cheated on him. And after I cheated on him, I thought, well, at least that proves to me that I'm not in love with him anymore. Never mind that there's kids literally sitting there going, hey, we have a dad, we have a family structure here. And you, because of feelings, or you're feeling like there was no abuse, there was no nothing. There was just, you didn't love him anymore. You got to the point where you were disgusted with him. So you went ahead and said, let me cheat on him. And then what happens? What happens after they cheat on him? Then they end up in a relationship with that dude and find out, shit, he's not good for me either. And they end up alone, single, no kids, single with kids, single mother. And then they wonder why it's very difficult to find a guy. Now, I'm the kind of guy that asks a lot of questions, and maybe you guys aren't. Maybe you guys think ignorance is bliss. And I would absolutely understand why you'd want to know as little as possible and let your experience with the woman dictate how everything goes. But I implore you guys should really, really, really do some vetting, because let's say you didn't know her before, you didn't know what her past was, and then you end up with a woman that is recognized somewhere. I'll give you a story. My brother one time went to a party and he was with a girl, and everyone at the party knew the girl. Everyone at the party was laughing at him, and he had no idea what was happening. So my brother felt confused, a little on the ashamed side. He's like, what is happening? Why am I getting made fun of? Come to find out, that girl had gotten piped down by everybody. Like that girl was literally the girl that she blew everyone, got with everyone, and everyone's like, oh, look at this guy ended up with this dumb bitch. Meanwhile, my brother was just hanging out with her. And later on, my brother confronted one of the guys and was just like, oh, you were at that point. So it became a fight. You could tell he was like confused because he had no idea. But this is before the internet. This is before red pill stuff. My brother was just hanging out, meeting chicks at clubs, bringing them home, doing whatever, hanging out with them for a couple of weeks and having his fun. Nothing wrong with that. But unfortunately, he ended up with a girl that was pretty much had a checkered past, and he was the brunt of all the jokes at this party. I would never go out with a woman that cheated on her husband or boyfriend and admitted to it. It's one thing to do it and never admit to it. It's another thing to admit to it and justify it because you feel that you were not in love, it was over anyway, and it didn't matter. So we'll talk about that. And again, if you want to talk about anything, comments, concerns, questions, just want to shout it or whatever, just use the link, be ready, be on the phone, have nice, good lighting, and we'll be good to go. Baby Vanta, you're going to be up pretty soon. So I know you're writing something down. So he said, how does he see me? I'm like, so you're going to be up in a second. So just going to go to you. We'll talk a little bit about what you got going on. He's looking at the phone like, what? I'm next? Yeah, look, watch. I'm going to add him right here. There he is. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Good. How you doing, man? How can I help you?
Not much. I mean, I got stories for sure similar to your brother. I did definitely dated one of those girls that like slept with, guys from literally all over the town. I remember one time I was driving her and she's like, oh yeah, fuck that guy. And then, like 2 minutes later, she's like, I fuck that guy. It
So
was
how do you,
crazy, yeah.
okay. So how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
27,
Okay.
26. I
So
get yeah.
you
I
don't
stopped keeping
remember?
track.
It's all good.
27 maybe. Yeah.
So when you got with this girl, did you even care what her past was? Or did you just say, let me just get with her, bang, hang out, whatever? Because you're Gen Z, correct? Like you're technically Gen Z in
Like
between
right in
Gen
the
Z and
middle.
millennial.
Yeah, right in the middle.
Okay.
So yeah, at the time I was with like my high school sweetheart, and we had been together for maybe 4 years when I knew this girl when I was like 20, 22.
Okay.
And she was one of those girls that was like super celibate, so like I was just desperate to just bang anything that moved. And this girl happened to be like, I just told her once at a Christmas party, hey, your dress looks nice. And then she starts hitting me up the next day, and I was like, all right, like this is the girl
So
just doesn't fall.
how did it make you feel? Like we're not really emotional guys, but how did it make you feel to know that she was just fucking everything? Were you disgusted, or were you like, okay, I don't care because she's not wife material, so I didn't really take it serious?
Well, at the time I was looking for a really solid relationship, and granted, things were working with the previous girl. It's just the sex wasn't there. So I was like, what, let me try it with this girl, and she pulled the oh I have a boyfriend card, and from there we just kind of started this whole like saga of just back and forth, just not abuse, but just being terrible people to each other. So,
You're saying the
but
first
definitely
girl or the
one of
second
the
girl that
better
fucked everyone?
girlfriends I've had.
All right, he sounds like he's in the Matrix. Like the connection's going in and out. But basically, what I'm gathering is the first girl you were having kind of a tumultuous relationship with, or the second girl. I don't know. Looks like he didn't pay his T-Mobile bill. All right, we're gonna see if he can get back on, get out of the Matrix, pay his bill. He just disappeared. So we'll see if we can get him back in a little bit. He's got to be a little closer. But basically what I gathered from the situation is he ended up with a girl that was just banging everything. Someone said Metro PCS. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm kind of, if I meet a girl that told me she banged a bunch of dudes, ladies, ignorance is bliss. Like, you don't have to tell us you've banged all the dudes. If you want the best relationship possible, ladies, the best thing you could do is lie. Because the moment we start talking to women and we find out that they're just for the streets, well, I lose respect. I feel like I'm not that important. And I get it. Women are going to go, well, I've had some fun. What's the big deal? Well, the big deal is men value purity and youth. So if you're young and not really clapped out, we love that shit. It's a drug. Okay, it's like a big time drug to be able to say, I got a young girlfriend that has had one body. I've got a young girlfriend that has had two bodies, three. Like, a girl I used to talk to had only two bodies at 44 years old or something like that. But she was married, and she was the one that cheated on her husband to break up with him, ended up with a boyfriend. That was a problem because I guess, imagine shacking up with the dude you cheated with. And imagine him looking at you going, I can't trust you. You are for the streets. You cheated on your husband with me. So you're going to be surprised if that relationship doesn't work out. Stop it. Ivory wants the chick everybody has had. Damn, she thought it was a badge of honor to be set out. Exactly. Metro BCS. He was stuck like a Whipple 132. Crap, my bad. I'm on cellular now. What does that mean? What does that mean? I'm on cellular now, meaning you're not on Wi-Fi. No, I understand. I just want to have a nice solid connection to have a good conversation with you. I saw that James Williams was on for a little bit, sucking on a hookah or something. And I didn't want to put you on like that because I didn't want to get you mid puff and then having it look like you have something in your mouth. So, let's get Mr. Vanta back on. Let's see if we can get him back on and see if you have a good signal. Okay, so tell me how that made. Okay, were you having issues with the second girl that it was like a fighting situation, or the first girl?
Both. Well, it turns out the first girl, she was super Christian, everything. We went to church and all that, and shortly after the breakup, she turned lesbian, and then most recent development is like she's trans now, or he's trans. Yeah.
Where do you find this girl?
I don't know, honestly, but like I remember the first girl, like out of sight, out of mind for like 5 years, and I got into motorcycling because that's all I do, and she worked at a motorcycle shop, and I was buying a jacket for my girlfriend. And I was like, wait, why does this chick look familiar? And I noticed like, oh shit, it's my ex, but she gained like 30 pounds, has like a weird shaved haircut.
She became a dude. No shit.
Yeah, and I was like, oh shit. So I went to go, visit her parents. I'm like, is everything good? Because things.
What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean? You all of a sudden went to visit her parents? This is all over the place. So you saw her at a bike shop. She was a dude all of a sudden, and now you visit her parents.
Yeah, because she looked bad. Because I'm a pretty thin guy. Like, she was pretty thin when we were dating, and for her to be like in a bad shape, I was kind of worried for her. Even though we hadn't had contact in like 4 or 5 years. So I just went to the parents like, did anything happen? Like, did she get into drugs or something? Like, no, she just kind of changed after the breakup and like stopped dating, never dated guys after you. And I was like, oh, okay, like.
Shit. What was her and her dad's relationship like?
Oh, it was horrible. Yeah. Like the reason why, I don't want to say the parents, but the dad most was the reason why we broke up. He didn't really like the fact that I was Catholic, and I was like, whatever, I'll go to church with her just to kind of make the family happen. But there's just always a push and shove between like the parents and us.
Usually when a girl like that's okay, just for the future, because you're 27, you're still pretty young. Any girl that has a bad relationship with her dad, it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time before she comes into some bullshit, start being trans, dumb shit, trying to find themselves. It's just a fucking nightmare. So there's so many girls out there. Where are you at? Like what part of the US are you at?
LA.
Okay. Oh, LA, dude, LA's popping. Like, it's fucking bitches everywhere.
Born and raised here, so there's a certain kind of girl here though. Like, it's not. They have a certain way of dating, I guess, and I'm not for it. Thankfully my current girlfriend, she's pretty traditional, I guess you would say. So,
Okay, cool.
we've been solid for the past 3 or 4 years. So,
Oh, so shit.
um,
Okay, you're good. I
yeah.
didn't know if this was you're in the middle of that situation, but all right.
Oh
So
no,
it
no.
seems like you got a good situation, but damn, you made a girl turn trans.
Oh,
That's
she
great.
wasn't the only one. Yeah, the other girl that, yeah.
You made
So the other
another girl
one,
turn trans? What are you doing?
yeah, I was the guy that sent you that like super long email, and
Oh, okay.
yes, so
Jesus. Yeah, that I was looking at it going, what the hell is happening here? Like it was kind of all over the place, but I was like, so you dated two girls and both girls turned into dudes?
yeah,
Sort of.
that, and then yeah, after those two kind of left my life, I just kind of went on this kind of dating rampage, dating like I had like 9 girlfriends at the time, and it was,
Hey, look,
I
if
mean, it
you
was
can
a
get nine.
learning. Yeah, but it was kind of like a way to cope with trauma because again, you give those girls everything and then they kind of like betray your trust or whatever. I had to find a way to kind of um, deal with that or just kind
Cope.
of come to terms. Yeah, cope. And from
Right.
that, I just dated other girls and started to realize the nature of girls, and it's like, oh, okay, like dating isn't for me. But it just so happened the last one was my current girlfriend, and we've been solid again for 3 or 4 years, and
I mean, if she starts
yeah,
using your deodorant and wearing your
no,
underwear, watch. It's just a
no.
matter. It's,
No, I definitely I'm into girls that are kind of like more boyish looking, but
what,
definitely it's not.
what the fuck? What's your relationship like with your mom, Dre? You have a good
Uh,
relationship with mom?
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a solid
Oh,
household. I'm a brother
okay.
of three, but at the same time, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good relationship. It's
Oh,
just
okay.
I don't know my preference. I don't know if it's because it's so
You
many
like
men in the
boyish? Okay,
house.
okay. Not that you like boyish looking girls, but there's a certain look that you tend to go for. Like, have you ever wondered where that came from? Like, do you like girls that literally look like short hair, kind of like not real feminine features, or like
Yeah, that shit's hot. Like like flat chested. I think it came from the second one, the second girl that was like sleeping around, because she's very much like that. Like, um, yeah, like
So you
she
like
had like
you
very,
like tomboys, or do you like?
yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah, not like not the ugly lesbian kind of. Yeah, I'm not into
Give me
that,
an
but
example of a popular girl that you would say is like someone that you think that's a hot tomboy looking chick.
have you seen Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
The what's the name? Jesse's goth girlfriend, kind of like that. I mean, she's super feminine, but like they're still kind of like, she doesn't look like the typical girl you want to hang out with.
Jesse's goth girl. Jesse Pinkman's goth girlfriend. Let's see what she looks like. Images. She's pretty good looking. I think. Yeah. So I don't think this is boyish. Let me see. Present. Let me see.
Not
Okay.
necessarily, but like they're kind of look kind of puts. Oh shit, my
This one? No, that's not it. That's Bumble. Let
yeah.
me see if I can remove that. Let me see. Stop screen. Let me do present.
I'm
Share
trying to.
screen. I'm terrible at this shit. There we go.
No, yeah, I'm trying to figure out
This
like.
one.
Yeah, but those kind of girls kind of put off the look like, oh shit, like maybe you don't approach them because they seem kind of mean and like,
That's what you like?
um,
Like mean
yeah,
chick?
yeah.
Ah,
Because
yeah.
the second one again, she was kind of like a love-hate relationship. Like, oh, I fucking hate you, but like we be banging to the back of the movie theater we worked at like every chance we get, and that was pretty. It's pretty awesome.
Oh shit. So
But
I
again,
wouldn't say this girl looks like a boy. I'd say she's goth
no,
looking, so you like
no,
goth, kind of like might stab themselves and cut themselves type looking chicks.
yeah, I mean, like the pixie cut is pretty hot too. Pixie cut,
Is that what you're looking up?
pixie cut. Yeah, I just want to make sure. Yeah, like the pixie cut for sure.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, man. I mean, look, I'm one of those guys that like light hair, light-eyed women, light skin, but on the Hispanic side of light, you know what I mean?
mhm,
Not like pale. But don't get me wrong, I've gone out with Irish girls that are super pale, green eyes and red hair, and I'm all over the place, but
yeah.
mostly Irish chicks. But yeah, no, it's crazy. So you're in a good relationship now, good relationship with mom, all that shit. But then you ended up turning two girls. That's crazy to me. Does your girlfriend like laugh at that? Does she go, hey, you turned two girls trans, what the fuck?
She kind of just because she saw it kind of when I was dating her, I was still going through like the trauma and stuff. So like it was not a good relationship. I was alcoholic for a while and
Oh,
stuff. So
geez.
she kind of felt bad for me and was just kind of like, fuck these other girls. Like she's kind of seen, the kind of how much I cared for them and what I did for them, and
Okay.
she's had an opportunity to to not meet them, but just kind of like encounter them because I mean LA's big, but they live so close. So
Oh
and
gosh.
they're all a part of the same hobbies, motorcycling, which is pretty small in LA, surprisingly. So.
Yeah, you would think there'd be
Uh,
more of that, but unless it's like gang
mm.
affiliations, then you got to stay away from all that crazy stuff.
No, it's because people are just scared of bikes because traffic collisions are such a big issue here in LA. Such
Okay.
shitty drivers. So and I'm pretty active. I mean, I'm just really into motorcycles like for the past 7 years or so. So like you see the same people over and over again. I bring my girlfriend over to events and stuff, and they happen to be there, and it's like,
Oh, okay. You're like, oh, there
mm,
she is. There's the girl that now is a boy. Oh shit.
yeah, yeah. But my current girlfriend, I mean, she's very sympathetic about the whole situation. But like, I would say in the past 2 years, I've finally kind of given everything a rest in terms of like struggling with how I
Yeah.
felt about that. And
Yeah, and you're
um,
young. Like you're usually at that age, we make some just crazy fucking decisions that we look back and go, "What the fuck was I doing, bro?" But no, I mean, you
mhm.
seem to be in a good spot now. So, man, no, I appreciate you calling in for a bit, brother. Hopefully, you stick with her. Don't do crazy shit. Don't be turning her into another fucking dude. Then I don't know if you'll recover from that if you do. If it happens a
No,
third
no, I
time.
mean we're
If it happens a
we're
third time,
good.
you
Yeah,
go.
we
You might go.
just
It's me. It might be me. So I don't know what's happening.
I don't mind. I mean, they decided to do. I'm like, whatever. I mean, it doesn't change the fact that you're biologically female. So like, it doesn't,
Right.
whatever. But yeah.
All right, brother. I'm gonna get
All
to it.
right.
I appreciate you calling in, brother.
Yeah.
See
All
ya.
right. Take it easy.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, that was interesting. It's a yeah, he ended up basically turning two girls trans. I mean, I guess I can never say that. Like that's a new one. And again, thank you, baby Vanta. We're not here to make fun of you, but I've literally never heard of a man turning two women into the other situation. Someone said, "Man, I prefer innocent librarian look or something." He caught them in the middle of transitioning. You're in luck. I have a warranty that covers you turning women trans. My dude is colorblind. He sees red and it means go. Hey, baby Vanta, to each his own. The trans look. No, he seemed to be into when he said boyish looking girls. I got worried for a second there. I said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! What do you mean boyish looking girls?" Because I didn't want to start asking him if he's into, you know, it can go down the wrong path, but I wanted to make sure I was respectful to the dude. So yeah, he's got a girlfriend now 3 or 4 years, and he comes across the trans girls he used to go out with. Wow. If I found out a girl that I used to date turned trans after I dated, I'd probably be a little bugged by that. I'd be like, what the hell did I do? Like, what is happening? So yeah, I'd have to see if there's something that I was putting off that was causing that. I've never had that happen though. I've had girls that I don't want to say turn lesbian, but they I think even girls that are bisexual are someone I wouldn't date. I'll be honest with you. I don't think I would ever date a girl that's bisexual because let's be honest, isn't there something wrong? Like, isn't there something glaringly wrong with a girl that is not highly attracted to again, not wrong for life, but wrong for a relationship with me? You want to be, you want to dike it out or you want to be bi? I don't, cool. But in order for me to feel, I don't want to say secure, but in order for me to feel like this relationship is worth pursuing, I'd have to know or at least believe that you're way into me. And if you're not into me, and isn't it funny, Thomas Akumbe, that every time, nice car by the way, anytime a woman is bi, she's had some kind of trauma. Like every time. It's not, I've never heard of a girl who had a great upbringing with her parents, was a cheerleader. Well, may forget that cheerleader shit. That really can go down the wrong path. But, was a valedictorian, super smart, and just happened to dabble in lesbianism for no reason. Like you could call it normal in the sense that it happens a lot, but I don't call it normal in terms of like biologically. Like I just now, if you want to do that, I think that's fine. You're just not going to be in my life at all. I think you're weird. Sorry. Just not, no, I don't want anything to do with it. Again, fine for life. Fine if you want to do it. You're just not going to be involved in my life, like literally at all. I say they all munch on cat girl trips. Boy, I don't know. And I think girls that go on girl trips are weird because you're okay, not weird. Let's just say you're going to go on a girl trip, say to Miami, you are going to look for dick. Now, men inherently or biologically or in terms of evolution are built to literally spread their seed all over the place. Like men are built. Every time we jizz, there's a bazillion sperm that come out of there for a reason. We're built to have multiple mates. We don't get yeast infections. We don't have a pH balance issue when we go from vagina to vagina. We're good. Women are built different. They go down to Miami, get a Dominican dick, get a black dick, get a white dick, get a Mexican dick, get a Puerto Rican dick. They come back with a massive yeast infection. And that was so much fun. Really? Your body sure as hell said it wasn't fun. It really threw everything off. And all of a sudden, you're jumping on dicks. You're not built for that. So I think a woman that does that on purpose, hook up with dudes nonstop, you have either past trauma. I would ask, what's your relationship with your father? Something's wrong, because good girls don't do that shit. Good girls, literally, they'll do that shit. But the funny thing is, right? Body count doesn't necessarily dictate if you're a good girl or not. I've known women that have 2 bodies, and the first body they cheated on. The first body they cheated on. The girl the married girl, Sancho Plumbing Services. When Sancho Plumbing Services was employed, I was out there literally, banging married chicks. And they were married to their high school sweetheart and cheating on him with me. That woman had 1 body, according to her. Now 2. Crazy stuff. That just because they have a low body count doesn't necessarily put them in good girl territory. Bro's definitely zesty. Yeah, he was out there. He's a good guy, though. Absolutely. And it's always the most attractive women who go lesbian too. Valedictorian is all we ever had in high school. Dre Day's right. These girls rub coochie all day with their best friends. Good morning, says Chris Basin. I don't know about that. Like, what do guys do when they hang out, right? We play video games, we drink, hunt, 4-wheel, race, watch, sports. Like, I don't look at my boy ever and go, man, I'd really like to suck his dick. Like, I've never had that happen. I think it's similar to women. I think a heterosexual woman should never feel like kissing a girl is okay. She should be just as grossed out kissing a girl than a man would kissing a guy. That's right. Unless if a woman is bi-curious, I immediately start asking questions. Guys, I ask all these questions all the time. And again, would you want the mother of your kids or your potential life partner to have had that kind of a past? I don't. I'm actually a little more strict in what I want in my life. And that's why I think I ended up being single for a long time. That doesn't mean I wasn't banging girls and having a good time. It just means that I wasn't willing to have a girl in my life that was a little promiscuous in her youth. Like, there was a girl that I knew in Massachusetts who was pretty damn perfect in terms of personality. But once she started talking to me about her going crazy dating, I went, what does that mean? Oh, I just went crazy dating. That means she was just banging a bunch of dudes. And that's weird to me because women aren't built like that. And when you look at her past, yes, she had past trauma. I'd love for the women to be able to, what do you call it? Get on. I'd love for a woman to ask a question or have a conversation. Maybe her face is not showing, or maybe she doesn't write her name, but I'd love to have women talk. But my girlfriend said something pretty funny. She said, the women that do watch you probably went on dates with you. And I said, I think you're right. I think women that watched me or watch me now have gone on dates with me or dated me. So again, I put up the dating channel link. If you want to go on that link and call in and say, hey, and have a concern and tell me that you turned 2 women into trans men, just, let me know. We'll talk about it. So yeah, just make sure you have a nice, good connection. Yeah, but girls go to the bathroom together and they don't pee or take a dump in front of the homie. Yeah, but girls do go to the bathroom together. I don't pee or take a dump in front of the homie. I don't think girls shit in front of each other. Let me ask. Hold on. Okay, so let me ask my girlfriend if she's ever shit in front. Actually, hold on. Let me call her. Real quick. Damn it. Where's her phone number? There we go. Let me call her real quick. I'll put her on speaker. Hold on. Let me go call. Yes, they do. They don't shit in front of each other, do they? Hello? No, she's not there. Let me see. I'm gonna ask my girlfriend if she's ever shit in front of her friends. So, hey, you're on speaker. So, a lot of the guys here ask, or they think that when women go to the bathroom together, that you pee and poop in front of each other. Is that true?
That is not correct.
So when you go to the bathroom with your girlfriend, let's say, oh, let's go to the bathroom. That's Smoky Bones. You don't like watch her shit, and then you just have a conversation.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless.
Oh.
Your call cannot be completed as planned.
What happened? I think she hung up on me. Oh no, she's calling back. Hey, what happened?
I guess I lost connection.
Okay, so you've never watched one of your friends shit in the toilet or anything like that?
It's never happened.
She's all shy all of a sudden. Okay, just wanted to know because the guys here think that women just shit and piss in front of each other.
No, they don't do that.
Okay, thank you. Okay, no friends that you've ever known at all have ever shit and pissed in front of each other? Ever?
I mean, my cousin does it in front of me once, but...
No, like your friends, like when you go out with girls' night or whatever.
No, friends? No.
Okay, thanks. Talk to you later. Bye. So yeah, you're wrong. She they don't shit in front of each other. They just don't. Rudy, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Hey, good. How are you doing?
How you doing? How can I help? Yeah.
Hey, I just jumped on. I don't even know what the topic is, so I'm sorry if it's off topic. But
No, you're good.
I've been listening to you for a long time. Been listening to you on the other channel for a long time, man. I appreciate you. So I actually just been going through a divorce myself, but actually just because of some of your advice, or a lot of it. I always call you Uncle Alex. Ended up finding a girlfriend, man, and it was through
okay,
Bumble.
hold on. So, how long did you or her ask for the divorce? Like, how long ago?
Oh, so I initiated the divorce back in October, but that's after
Okay.
like a whole 2022 of being a shit show.
Okay.
And that was like, it's really comes down to, I've been doing a lot of work on myself in the last 2 years, and trying to get her involved, and she's unwilling to, because I got to be 100% the fall guy on a lot of stuff.
Gotcha.
Basically, so, and it's one of those, I don't falter in that, in the sense of like, hey, the first 13 years of our relationship that worked for you, and all of a sudden I start trying to change the game, right? And that screwed her up. It's like, that doesn't work for me. And then we finally came to that agree to disagree, or at least I pulled the plug, man. But
so have you been on it? Have you been on a date since you found a girlfriend? You said.
I have. I've been on a few dates. I've been out a few places, a few random places. Some of them work related, right? I was out in Appleton, Wisconsin, of all places. And that's kind of where I got my confidence key back of like, my job, actually, I deal with the public a lot. And I started thinking, I'm like, you know what, man, I talk to strangers all the time. Like, well, I'll just go talk to women. Like, I'm in a bar right now. Got that confidence key back. And then I was kind of like, that kind of, and like I said, man, I've been listening to you for probably the last 2 years on this channel. And then I was out in Miami.
Oh my God.
Miami's
nuts. Like it makes your head spin.
It's ridiculous. So, but I had a good time out there.
You can't not have a good time in Miami. If you guys like going out and hanging out, it is nuts down there. Dumb shit.
That town doesn't sleep. They don't go, like, nobody kicks you out at 2 a.m. They're like, oh, we're just getting started. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like,
then you go to this rooftop bar, then that bar, then you go downtown, you go to Brickell, and you're all over the place.
Then we're gonna go to the bar, we're gonna watch the sun come up. I'm like, what? You do that on this coast? Because I'm out in California, so like this whole like.
Oh yeah, you watch the sun come up. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
no, it's crazy. Now, what was the hardest thing about being in a 13-year relationship and then starting to date again? Like, was it just even knowing how to communicate with someone that wasn't your ex-wife?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because the hardest thing is you're used to your wife. You're used to how she talks. You're used to the words that come out of your mouth make sense. But then you go to a completely different woman and you start talking and you're like, holy shit, how do I even initiate a conversation? Like, what was it? What was the point that you said, oh, okay, I just got to be myself and just be comfortable around these people and just talk to them?
I think a lot of it came down to being able to just be me again and not trying to like, oh, well, I can't say this because that might make her mad. And I can't do this because then I'm going to be criticized on it. And just being able to get back in that, like, what does Mike want? What is Rudy's my nickname, by the way. What does Mike want? What is and start being comfortable with that.
Okay.
And then to get real specific with it. What was interesting is like when the new girlfriend was asking me like, like, what do you like as in bed? I'm sitting here like, and I had to come up with something creative, on the fly. And I'm like, you know what? And I said, my last partner was pretty boring. I look forward to finding out what I like with you. Because it's kind of like one of those like,
okay,
man, I honestly, I don't know. Like,
you don't know?
Well, I mean, I kind of know, but like at the same time, it's like, when you get into a total.
You should have said something wild. You said anal. Like anal, like ATM, ass to mouth. I'm digging that shit.
Yeah,
oh my God,
but
me too. Yeah.
But it sucks because she's a super cool chick, so I'm like, I didn't want to fuck it up, So, yeah.
So how long have you been? How long have you been dating her? A couple of months?
2 months now. Yeah.
Okay.
But now, it was one of those like, not even looking, kind of random Bumble. I was on it. She messaged me. That turned into an hour-long thing. Then you do the week-long back and forth. Hey, let's set up a date. I actually canceled the first date. You'll like this one. Due to work, we were supposed to go out to a date, confirmed it. 5 minutes later, some overtime came up at work. I'm like, shit.
Get that money.
I was like, hey, yeah, exactly. I was like, hey, I need to call you on the phone so she can hear it from my voice. I'm like, hey, this is the situation. She totally understood. I'm like, that's a good sign. So anyway.
That's good. No, the hardest thing about after being in a long-term relationship like that is just getting your groove back. I always tell guys not to shack up with the first girl but let's say she's just super chill and nice. Don't bypass her just because she's the first girl. But I typically tell people just date for a long time because it might seem awesome and it's like being in pussy for the first time. You think this is the best thing ever because she's so different. She's so not my ex. And then you compare everything to the ex. My ex doesn't do this. She does. My ex doesn't do that. She does. And then you're like, fuck, am I just looking for my ex's opposite or do I really like her? And that's kind of the hardest thing that I had to do because at the end of the day, there are a lot of qualities my ex had that I liked. And I said, why am I denying myself what I like just because it reminded me of the ex-wife? I'd rather just like what I like. And if it reminds me a lot of the ex, who gives a fuck? It's just not her. It's just someone that, exudes similar features, characteristics, or personalities that I like that. Because a lot of guys go to the opposite. Like if you dated a super white girl, they'll go for like a black girl. If they dated a super black girl, you go for, the opposite. And it usually doesn't work out because at the end of the day, you liked something about your ex. So try not to be overly opposite in terms of what you seek with the new girl.
I like that. And then that makes a lot of sense. And I think where I'm sitting here, I'm taking that super evaluation of like, okay, this is the first new thing outside of that, right?
Correct.
So I have to put a lot of weight in what is this? But then at the same time, it's like, okay, I look alike, we vibe good, we can enjoy conversation, we can have real conversations as adults. I'm 39, man. She's 44. She just turned 44. Okay. So she's a little bit older than me, but and I was never had a hard number, but at the same time, I'm like, oh shit, but
I've dated girls that were 50 that were awesome. Those women, you can dump it in them because they're not going to get pregnant. They don't want kids. You can do whatever. And they're more, okay, kids are gone. If she had kids, they're grown and gone. So now it's about you. But the other problem lies where they're back in party mode. Sometimes they're already partying because they have an empty nest and there's nothing at home really to take care of. So they can hang out. So it could be, double-edged sword. She parties, is a good girl, or she parties and, hangs out, or she really wants a guy in her life because the kids are gone and she's, fulfilled her purpose or whatever. Did she have kids?
She does. She has a 10-year-old daughter, but that's pretty right in line with I have two daughters as well, 10 and 12. So it's that sort of
similar.
Similar. But I've been vetting her with all your questions and then some, so it's like,
what's her relationship with her father? Like, what is her father's and her relationship?
Super good, in the same town. She's like, she loves him. She helps her out. Like, I haven't met him yet. You
Okay.
know, I'm sure that
Good. No,
that
you
may
don't want to
happen
meet
at some
them. You
point,
want to
but
make
no,
sure you want to make sure
yeah.
you're again. A lot of the guys in the chat are saying that you should probably be alone, but I say this: if you felt like you were pretty much done in the last relationship for a long time before you initiated the divorce, you were kind of
Oh,
already
100%.
out
Like
the
eight
door.
years, man. 8 years.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
so
So
yeah. I can't see any of the comments, but this wasn't like everything seemed fine, and then all of a sudden I'm like, fuck it. No, like she hadn't slept in my bed in like the last 8 years, bro. Like
okay. So you
this
guys were
shit's
living
been over.
separate lives.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think honestly, I hung on for the longest time just because the kids were so young. I
Yep.
think that was the biggest thing that was keeping me kind of going. But I also knew I'm like, okay, at some point in time, like I don't see a future with you. I need to chop this thing off, and that day finally came. So
Yeah, that's
anyway,
where I never had that issue because I didn't have to worry about children. If I had to worry about children, totally changes the game. And that's where I'm lucky that at my age I never had kids and I was able to leave a relationship. But you could look at it two ways. You could look at it as, look, I love my kids. It's not no fault of their own as long as you're doing what you're supposed to be doing as a parent, but it still does suck. So you have to really, really watch them to make sure that they're not falling into some weird habits. Maybe mom's bringing home randos. Who knows? So you got to make sure that all that shit is up to par. But they're not super young. They're what, 10 and what? 10 and 12?
10 and 12, yeah.
10 and 12. Yeah. I mean, I think it's still young. It's still young. They're impressionable. So yeah, it's something that you're going to have to, as long as you and mom co-parent well, I don't see that being an issue. But again, she's the first one. Don't feel devastated if it doesn't work out. Hang out, have fun, see where it goes. But if you see any of the warning signs, meaning if the honeymoon is over on the quick side, don't lock it in with people. Just kind of do your thing and take it for what it's worth. Like, don't take it super serious. In my opinion, you should be alone at least a year, like dating, no commitment, because she's your girlfriend. That doesn't mean she's your fiance. Oh, by the way, don't get married again. Don't get married again. Fuck that.
Yeah,
like,
that shit ain't happening.
Yeah. Tell her, look, I
Promise.
love you. Yeah. Tell her I love you, but this marriage shit ain't working for me because, I have kids. You just say some shit, but do not get married again unless she's loaded. If she's loaded, fuck yeah, get married tomorrow. I go for that money. I don't give a shit. I'm no shame. I'm like, you're loaded. Let's get married. Yes. I want some of that fucking money. Fuck it. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Let me get over to Thomas. I appreciate you, Rudy. Appreciate you being a fan. You've been a fan for a little bit now. Hopefully everything works out with the new girl, and hopefully
Yeah.
you guys can co-parent well and everything works out.
Sounds good. Appreciate it, Alex.
Have a good one, man. See you later.
You too. Bye.
Good guy. Thomas Akumbe, what's up, brother?
Hey, Alex, how are you?
How you doing? How can I help you?
So kind of a quick question, but I'm kind of on a weight loss journey,
Mhm.
and you always talk about meal prep and getting staying consistent. And I was just gonna kind of ask you, like, I'm struggling to set. I'm like 40 pounds down so far.
Good for you. That's badass.
Thanks. Yeah, but I'm struggling to figure out, like, I'm trying to set a goal, and I don't know what that goal should be. So I kind of wanted to ask you, like, how did you get a goal in mind, and how did you like track your progress towards that?
Okay, so I'm weird. Like, I'm 5'11", and I looked the same from 215 to 240. Meaning, you look at me, you go like, this is. You might notice the shirts are a little looser or whatever, but nothing super drastic. My face is a little more sucked in, but I'm still 218 pounds.
Right.
But I'm 5'11". So I thought, well, I need to be 210. I'm telling you, I look the same. I feel the same. So I would less concentrate on a weight. I would more concentrate on how you feel. I used to go 210, but guess what happened? I would almost starve myself to get to 210, and I felt terrible. I felt dizzy. If I get up too fast, I'm like, holy shit, this is dumb.
Right.
And I concentrated on the weight as opposed to how I felt and how I looked. Because if you're strictly on a calorie deficit, you're going to deflate pretty quickly. If you're working out a lot and still on a calorie deficit, but keeping your protein and macros where they need to be, your weight won't fluctuate, but your body will look totally different. You'll look leaner, muscles heavier than fat, yada, yada, yada. I wanted to be down 20 pounds from when I was. So I was 242. Then once I got to 222, I went, holy shit, that's badass. Now I'm 218. So the meal prep, you'll notice that no matter how much you prep, no matter how much little you eat, you hit a wall. You absolutely hit a wall where you're like, I can't get under 231. What the fuck? And honestly, that's when you're going to have to either step up the cardio, which sucks, or calories in, calories out, being in a more severe deficit. My girlfriend did help out a lot with the meal prep. I'll be honest. She comes on Sunday, does all the chicken, all the carbs are measured out, everything. She does it all, but I told her this is what I like and this is what fits my macros. Let me ask you a question. Where did you start in terms of weight and where are you right now?
Oof. So I was like 340 pounds, man.
Wow. Wow. Are
Way
you
up.
tall?
No.
Okay.
I'm like 5'8". I'm
Okay.
not, so I was just short and fat. So
you're down to like 280 now?
no, I was at 340, so I'm right at like 300 right now. So
Okay,
that's where
300. You
yeah.
look, call me crazy. You don't look 300 pounds to me. Man, you look fine to me. But
Thanks.
maybe you're carrying it in a different way. Okay, you're gonna have to be dead serious about your calorie intake, because if you are eating more than your body can actually use, well, it's just gonna, or yeah, 300 pounds, you should be at like under 2,500 calories a day. And that sounds like a little, but it's just what it's going to be. Like, you're going to have to hit that really hard. Do you do cardio? Do you do go for long walks and stuff like that?
Yeah, so I do like a strength and conditioning class in the evenings after work.
Okay.
I'm sitting down. I'm an auditor and accountant.
Yeah,
so
this is what I do all day. Just slam the keyboard all day.
Exactly. So I mean, in the evenings, I do like strength and conditioning class, which is a split between like Monday, Wednesday, Fridays lift, Tuesday, Thursdays the high intensity interval training.
Yep, hit
so
training. Yep.
Yeah, so that's gotten me to where I'm at so far. But I wasn't doing like cardio like on my own, so I just now, because I've kind of hit a wall. So I've just now started like in the mornings, just getting up and doing like 30 minutes of cardio in the little gym that like my apartment complex has in the mornings before, and I'm trying to see if that like breaks me through that next, like to that next level, because right now I'm just stuck. Like I've been doing like keto, which is basically just, you know, no carbs, and I've also been that's what's got me to this point is the keto. Okay. And basically one meal a day. Like I'll eat lunch at work and that's it. I don't have dinner and stuff. And
well, okay, that could be the issue. So what I tell people, and a lot of people, and I'm no health expert, I am no nutritionist. Your body is like a furnace and it's burning a fire, and you constantly have to keep the fire lit. If the body sees one meal come in a day, it's going to save it. It's going to go, I'm saving this because he hasn't given me anything for 6 hours. So What happened? So I was eating 6 times a day. I was eating at 8, 10, 12, 2, 6, and about 7:30. Wow. And I was constantly hungry. But the total caloric intake for all of those meals didn't surpass 3,000. So I would have a rice cake and an egg, an English muffin and a little jam or something, nothing too sweet. Water. But again, I constantly threw coal in the fire, and the body would constantly, the metabolism keeps going. If you starve yourself and then give it one meal a day, it's going to go, thanks, I'm holding on to this, because we're in a protection mode. But if you give it 3 or 4 things, it's going to go, I'm expecting another meal in about a minute, so I'm just going to burn this off, and your metabolism actually picks up. And again, I have no scientific proof, but from what I've heard and what I've personally done, it makes sense. You just gotta keep throwing coal in that fire. So no big meals, just make 6 or 4 meals. Just do that for a week. Okay, do the exact same training, but split up a meal plan that has the same caloric intake total that you've had in that one meal, but split it into like 4 meals, and then do that for a week and see if you go down 2 pounds. And if you do, you're going to go, shit, there it is. I just need to eat more, same caloric intake for the whole day, but split it up into multiple meals, constantly shove, not constantly, every couple of hours, shove something in that isn't terrible. Rice cakes help me out. Yogurts really help me out. Honestly, I have just chicken in there all the time. And if I'm something, I just grab a fork, shove it in there, water, and I'm good. But you're going to notice your stomach's going to grumble big time. And like at 2, you're going to go, holy shit, this thing is asking for food at about the 3rd or 4th day. And I think you'll see some differences. So I'm going to hold you to it. And again, that's the other thing. If you report back by next week or 2 weeks, say, hey, man, like we're going to hold you to it on this channel. We'll say, bro, where are you at? Are you at, where are you? You need to lose at least 5 pounds a week. At 300 pounds, you can lose 5 pounds a week easily. If you don't, we have to change something that's happening.
Definitely.
Okay.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you. I'll implement that.
Report back next week, Tuesday. Let me know where you're at, because having someone to, let's say, be accountable to actually does help the situation. And I did that. It was hard to do it for myself, but once my girlfriend got involved, it changed everything. She did the meal plans, but we'll hold you accountable. But make sure you put food in there a couple hours, every couple of hours, but the total caloric intake should not surpass 2,500 or 3,000, depending on your macros, and then report back. We'll see where you're at.
I will. Absolutely. Appreciate it, Alex. Thanks.
Cool, Thomas. Talk to you later, man.
Thanks.
Wow, that's pretty good. Look at that. So we got a guy we got to look out for. We got to make sure that he stays on the program. We can't have he's a young cat and he's 300 pounds. So I think he can lose 5 pounds easily in a week if he actually does the right thing. And it's true. Like you have to constantly shove food in your mouth. I have the dumbest things here, like just like pretzels, just something to have, just something, because if I forget to eat, all of a sudden I'll end up, going up in weight again. And it's because you can't starve yourself. Okay. So because I can't give you the Price is Right music, I'm just going to get right to Bumble swipes. We'll do a couple of minutes. We'll do a couple of minutes of Bumble, a swipe, share screen, Bumble, and bang, bada bing, bada boom. That's how it works, bro. You love StreamYard is awesome. And I can put myself here. Oh, someone's liking the bitch. Oh, who's this? Okay. We got Leandra? There's an instant thought. Oh, look at her. Look at her shoulders. What's going on with homegirl? She's in Miami. Okay, who's liking this bitch? Who's liking this? Oh, whoa, look at the knockers on Blaze. Young, smart, and talented, looking for some enjoyable moments. I can't do that, guys. Are you psycho? Are you psycho? Could you imagine? We'll see what the deal is. Stop it. Oh, Helen. Nice. Love life. Laugh lot. Wait, love life. Laugh lots. Love forever. Life is an adventure. You're a fucking idiot. Love life. Laugh lots. Love forever. Do you think she says that? Do you think she has that on like the wall somewhere? Love life. Laugh a lot. Eat dicks. Eat dicks. Suck bitch up. Oh, get out of here, stupid dog. KDMR is 46 years old. I'll be an empty nester in August. I'm an amateur equestrian. She rides horses for free. Business owner and graduate student. I've been divorced for 7 years. I'm hoping this is my last ever Bumble profile. According to statistics, the virtual hellscape is shut the fuck up. She's hot though, right? She's good looking. Look at the tits. Black doesn't crack. I must admit, black does not crack. Good. She's 46, looking like that. Woo! Oh my God, Sunny. Oh, stop it. Oh, look at Amelia's ass. 23 years old. Oh, instant thought. That's sad. That the best looking girls on profiles are fake ass profiles. And now with AI, I fear that AI is going to have like perfect looking women and it's just not even a real person. Oh, this girl's ass is huge. You know what's crazy? There's nothing wrong with her. There's nothing wrong with her. Call me crazy. There's nothing wrong with her. She got a lot of everything. Probably comfortable as fuck. You can slam it. Thought there's going to love out every second. Get out of here. Susie, 49 years old, looking for my last first date, super active and healthy lifestyle, 6 beautiful souls. Can you guys hear this? Can you guys hear this music or no? I don't think you can hear this. I'm playing music right now. Let's let me know if you can hear it. Thumbs up or thumbs down. This is the Flight of the Bumblebee. If you can't hear it, let me know, because I was hoping that I can hear it, but I don't think I can hear it. Okay, this girl's not bad looking. She's in great shape. She's got a great figure, like great arms. She doesn't have that nasty. I can't hear it. Okay, good. She doesn't have that nasty kind of like wrinkly skin. She's in shape, but she's kind of old. I'll give her a mercy check. And Allie, 39 years old. Good looking girl. This is over in the Breakers. She's in the Breakers, so she's in West Palm. This is absolutely the Breakers. So see what the deal is with her. Oh, come on. Is this what's that basketball player's name? What's that basketball player's name? Brittany Griner's in the house. Look at realist. Brittany Griner got back from Russia. Egwa, what are you doing here? You son of a bitch. Come on, stop it. Mate's got to go. Ada, 49 years old. That's a great looking 49-year-old. Probably has fake tits, but she is very attractive. Boy, that's 49? Dude, that's 49? Oh, wait, this guy's looking a little, yeah. Oh, dude, if that's 49, there's nothing wrong with that woman. Thelrietta? Thelrietta's 27 years old. My friends met their husband on Bumble. I want one too. You want one? Why do you look terrible here? Oh, look at the tattoo. Oh, God, you got tattoos everywhere. Oh, no. Come on, stop it. Kathy's 40 with a big rack. Boy, there's something to be said about big old tits like that, bro. Yeah, I could just do nasty shit with them. Yeah, I don't want to pass. Tara, 44 years old. Boy, great ass. Fucking great ass on her. Oh, look at me, Machu Picchu. Oh, look, I went to the Grand Canyon. Ah, fuck, I hate women. Women are just so stupid with their travel pictures. Karen, 41 years old. Is she from the Philippines? Let me see. It doesn't say. She doesn't say, but she looks like she's from the. You smell so good. The Philippines. Yeah, pass on her. Christina, 23 years old. This got to be instant thought. She's too good looking. Hey, she's pretty, young. Gotta love that. This is her? Damn, not bad at all. The thing is, though, see, my girlfriend's this age, but she's like an adult compared to these girls. You know what I'm saying? So the deal is, Asia Lee? Asia Lee? Wait, is this Asia Lee? Can I pull on that hair? I definitely cannot pull on this hair. Could you imagine pulling on that hair? She tapping on that shit. That's the weave itch. If you ever see a girl do this, she's tapping on that weave. You know what I'm saying? Christina, 42 years old. Easygoing. I want to find someone to have a connection. Chemistry, no drama, free and light. Zero chance smokers. 45 plus. Oh, you got to shave them armpits, honey. I see that black hair coming through. You can't be doing that. You can't be doing this dirty with black hair on your armpits. Get out of here. Melissa, 51 years old. Wildly independent. Meanwhile, she wonders why she's this good looking, single at 51. And the first two words, wildly independent. I love books, old things, deep people, and open minds. Anything outdoors, hiking on a mountain, hanging at the beach, draft beers, glass of Pinot Noir, records on repeat, never married, no children. Oh, what's your relationship like with your father? I bet you it's not a good. We'll see what the deal is. Meredith's got to go. Definitely can't pull on that here. Is that Suave fresh? You smell so good. Nini. Wow. Look at her. I mean, this is filtered, but this is good. Hi. I'm a very passionate, caring, understanding, hardworking, compassionate person. I moved to California after college and was able to own my first home at 26 years old. I have good career and financially stable, and then looking for my better half. You smell so good. Annie, 43 years old, big old belly button on her, huh? Like, you know the belly button's massive when it makes a crease on the dress. Oh, we'll see what the deal is. Stick my finger in that belly button. Cortland, 27 years old. Oh, look at that belly button. Bro, that's intimidating. Girls with belly buttons that big is sus. You know what I'm saying? Lauren, 26 years old, good-looking girl. Oh, my goodness. Shit. What the fuck? Where do they build these girls, bro? Oh, Jupiter. Oh, my God. How tall is she? 5'10"? Damn. Could you imagine the kid that comes out of that? Oh, Jesus. Oni, 31 years old. Good-looking girl. Wow, look at the ass on her. Bro, let's go. Let's just go. Fuck it. Oh, geez. I think I broke the mouse. No, there you go. It's good now. Nay, exactly. Jennifer, 45 years old. Ooh, yeah. This is good. Oh, them titties got like I don't know what's going on here. This tit has a fold where it shouldn't, right? This looks like a fat crease more than a tit crease, but she looks good here. I am conflicted. We'll see what the deal is. She's good looking. Oh, Deji definitely can't pull on this. Dej, 23 years old with a broken wrist. Yep. Oh, what the fuck are you? Is this like half a heart or is this the gang sign? I do not support gang activities. Thank you very much. Christine, 50 years old, 5'10". Those are future NFL starters. Bro, that girl was hot, bro. Like dumb stuff. Anybody else see a belly button like that and want to stick their finger in it? It's just me. No, I want to stick my finger in it. Nice car, Zach B. Looks like a ruby red 14 or a 13 candy clear coat red tinted shit. This girl's good looking. Let's fuck. Robin, 46 years old. Say you've been looking around all over this little town starring in the shut the fuck up. It's probably a stupid country song. Claudia, 41 years old with the eyebrows. Boy, she's good looking. Let's go. Not bad at all. Couple more, get the hell out of here. Allison, 40 years old. My foundation, God for bye. Fuck you. Caroline, yo soy de color. Look at the tits. Oh, vamos a ver lo que está pasando con esa teta. Jacqueline, could you imagine That is a lot of forehead. Whoa. That is just all forehead. One more. We'll get out of here. Irina, 45 years old and positive in my life. 2 years in Miami. 8 years in America. Love yoga, bitch, and don't like spending evenings in front of TV. Looking for long-term relationship with faithful, reliable, kind person, easygoing men. My personal hell is boredom and monotony. As a child, I was really into painting. Perfect first date. Restaurant with good views and flowers. She is Russian as fuck. I could just tell by looking at her. A couple more. Oh my lord. It's un hombre. ¿Qué es esto? Oh my god. You're so stupid. Get out of here with your dumb ass. Lay. No, we're definitely not gonna. Okay, Jetty, 50 years old. 5'6". Not bad. Probably a good time. Dry as fuck. Menopausal. Big tits. Let's go. Oh, Jackie. Let's see what's going on with Jackie. Big lips, red hair, green eyes. I am in. All right, guys, I'm going to get the fuck out of here. Thank you very much for the people that called in. I appreciate you very much for being nice enough to call in. One guy turned 2 girls into trans. Rudy got divorced and got with another chick. And Thomas Akumbe needs to lose 5 pounds by next week. Eat 5 times a day. That'll help you out for sure. So 8, 10, 12, 2, 6. That should definitely help you out, get your metabolism going, but keep the caloric intake on the lower side. All right, guys. Today, this is the dating channel / diet channel. All right, guys. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys on Thursday. We're going to do call-in shows from now on. We're going to keep it on StreamYard because I'm paying $50 a month for this software. Might as well use it. So we do nothing but call-in shows going forward. All right, guys. I'm out of here. Have a great night. I'll see you guys Thursday for another call-in show on that dating channel. See you guys later. Bye.